I went from 110 kgs, a video game addict, a fapper, to a person who is now 72 kgs, going full on no fap. And it's been more than 1000 days since I'm on no fap. But I'm 79 kgs right now. I was a very fat guy with a very huge social media addiction and a fapping addiction. But I quickly realized that God didn't make me for this. I decided to change my life and go on NoFap. I also discovered this weightlifting thing. So in 2022, I started going to the gym, but not consistently. I started my NoFap journey, but not consistently. I would say for a solid 6 to 8 months period. I would keep on relapsing again and again and again. But what made me completely lock in on NoFap was a why for me. For me, the why was power and status play. The status I have right now and the power I feel knowing that I'm in the top 0.1% of men out there is much more pleasurable to me than some sensations in the PP. No one will be able to teach you things better than me. If you want to quit fapping just before you go to bed, listen to me. I know that you can control some part of your urges, like sometimes you get urges that you can control it. Because at that time, your willpower is strong and maybe your testosterone is high. So you technically become more masculine and more present. The more present you are, the more better decision making ability you have. But in the night time, your willpower is at the lowest because your body is tired as fuck. Your testosterone in the night is the lowest. And most of the guys suffers with the addiction of fapping before they go to bed. The thing you have to understand is willpower. Your boat of decision making ability is based on willpower right now. I want you to figure out what triggers you the most. Is it Instagram or is it Facebook or is it any other some sort of application? What is it that triggers you the most? Now whatever it is, if you are not a bitch, pause this video and delete that app right now, because I want you to go extreme. If for example you are a content creator, use browsers to post reels, or you can use some apps like parallel apps which allow you to open a browser inside of the app and then you can post your reels from there. You will be very less likely to scroll anything from there. Getting small wins is only good when you are starting out something and you can do it. Small wins are really good for making habits. Like I have said earlier, if you cannot meditate for 10 minutes a day and you don't meditate at all, do it for 10 seconds, do it for 12 seconds, do it for 15 seconds, and then next day 20 seconds. But this habit is only good for starting it out, starting the activity out so that you can make it a good habit. After you have reached a point where you are meditating daily, there is no option rather than going extreme. Let's say you are on a point where you are doing meditation for 1 minute right now. You need to go extreme and force and push yourself to do 5 minutes a day. Like let's say you used to fap 3 times a day. I was more addicted than that earlier. But now with some certain habits or some certain videos or some sort of advices or basically forcing yourself to do it, you have managed to cut it down to 3 times a week. That's a great progress and it's awesome. But now if you fap 3 times a week, tell me a thing very honestly, it's not a hard thing for you. It's like it's normal for you to control some part of the urges, right? If you want to progress from here, I would say going extreme will always help you. Have you ever seen a monk? Not do they only do no fap like me, but they also stay away from the social world and maybe their wife, maybe their children. And what they spend their time doing instead? Meditation. I'll be honest, I learned this technique from a Chinese book. But in my point of view, meditation is such a powerful thing that it has a direct and massive control over your fapping addiction. Tell me very honestly, if you were meditating 30 minutes a day from the last 2 years, would you be fapping less right now or more right now? Even a stupid or a retard man who has done meditation for actually 10 to 30 minutes knows the power of it, and he can tell that if you meditate for 30 minutes a day for more than 2 years, you will end up actually fapping less. But do you see here, we didn't work on fapping. If we work on meditation, we generate the ability to control ourselves. Imagine there is a fire in front of your face and at night you are closest to it, and I'm saying to you, you are getting burned. Step away from the fire. That fire is lust. Your instant reaction would be to get 5 to 10 steps away from the fire. But when such a thing such as lust is the strongest in night, why don't you move yourself 5 to 10 steps away from fapping? Because then the chances of you getting burned will be too less. Simple as that. Find what triggers you and delete it. I want you to lock away your phone in another room. And if you are a bitch right now, you won't do it because you think I need phone before I go to sleep. I'm telling you right now, this is the cost for you to quit fapping. Lock your phone in another room. Have at least 5 to 10 self-improvement books in front of you. And if you don't have them, get them today. Keep a alarm clock in your room or maybe a digital clock. You don't need your phone to wake up. My brain has allowed me to quit fapping. Your brain is not allowing you to quit fapping. Who would you listen to? My brain or your brain? Close your eyes and do as I say. You have to lock your phone away in another room. At the bedtime, you can also have a 5 to 10 minute stretching routine. So what I want you to do when you get to the bed is actually meditate, read books or stretch until you want to sleep. There is no other option. Fapping doesn't help you sleep better. It makes you even regretful and decreases your testosterone. In this way, you are not only improving yourself, but you are actually placing yourself 5 to 10 steps away from fapping. This thing might sound boring as of now because you are overloaded with dopamine, but you will get the same dopamine as you scroll reels from doing these habits if you train your mind to do so. And this is the actual hard part. Try this schedule for only 50 days and you will improve a lot in your nofap journey. I run a paid community called Man Mastery Nation. I personally solve very specific problems of every individual in there, and I have given all the information there that helped me go from a 110 kilogram, a fapper, a loser, a video game addict, to losing weight and having the status of 1000+ days of nofap. And also, I have not skipped a training session since over 800 days. I will teach you all the things that is required by you to change your life. Check the top link in the description for more information. Subscribe for more value, and remember, you only fail if you give up. Any failure in the journey is just a lesson. Bye bye. I love you all.